Hi.
I want to thank you both so much for being a part of my home session this month. I'm so excited to have you. And the song is about abiding.
Yeah.
And I feel like abiding is one of those really cliche Christian words that we use a lot. And we use it like we know what it means. But I think a lot of us struggle to abide and to know what it is beyond that kind of like Christian word.
Yeah.
And so for you guys, like being in on this home session, one of the reasons you're here is because I feel like you're both people that know how to abide with God. So yes. So I just thought we'd take a few minutes and we just talk, maybe for people listening or hearing us, just to kind of give our personal examples of what does it mean to abide to you in your personal life? How do you do it? Like what does it signify to you? What does it really mean to walk that out practically in your life? Yes. So I'll open up the floor and then let you guys share with us so that maybe we'll ask questions or comment or...
I will abide in you.
Think about the word abide, which means stay with me. So abide with me, stay with me. How do we stay with God? It's through worship and through reading of His Word and just daily communion with Him. Just trying to remember Him in everything I do and trying to stay connected to Him. Yeah, that's a big part of it for me. Worship being the biggest part of it.
Yeah, because worship is like His presence with you. So it's that instant connection, that instant like tangibility. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really...
And it's funny how we always say, abide with me, but He's always there.
So...
Yeah, so we should...
We're the ones who need to
we should sing the song not, let me abide with you. Not abide with me. Yeah, because that's true. We're not, like, He's not the one that leaves.
Yeah.
He's not the one that disconnects.
Yeah.
He's not the one that cuts off.
No.
So
like,
true.
He prunes, but He doesn't cut off.
No.
So why is it that we say, oh God, abide with me? But it's actually, are we abiding with Him?
Yeah.
Are we staying with Him?
That's true.
That's a really good point. I didn't think of that. That's so good.
Yeah.
Well, with a joke, what's your take on that?
My take. So I have to borrow a few of your points. One of them is the worship. That's like one of the practical ways I'm more aware. Because I feel like abiding is being aware of His presence. He is there, but are you aware? Are you making an effort? Are you being intentional about connecting?
Yeah.
Right? So worship music is one of the ways I do that. Praying in tongues is one of the ways I do that as well. And then this particular thing that I had to learn, I feel like abiding comes from an attitude or basically your mind beginning to understand how needy you really are. You know, so an attitude of humility where it's like, I don't have it all together and I need your help. You know, and that's really helped me. Like normally I'm just strong arm things. Like if you know me, it's just okay. We have something to do. Let's do it. You know, and I tend not to rely on people. I tend not to try and rely on anybody else and just try and do it myself. But I've come to realize in this past year where, you know, COVID and a lot of things, you know, that weren't exactly normal, you know, you realize that you really need God's help. The world we live in is very dysfunctional on so many levels. And there are so many times where there's so much happening and you don't have a grip. And I feel like one of the things that people need to understand is it's okay that you don't have it all together. But do you know the one who holds everything? And are you aware that He's with you? So the awareness and the humility to be able to be like, God, today, if you don't help me, if you don't hold my hand, I'm going to just explode, you know? That's helped me. So I find myself asking, sometimes it's just a little prayer, like, help God. You know, that kind of thing. And it really, like, it makes me more aware that I'm not alone. And He comes through. He's the come through God, you know?
He is.
Comes through all the time. So,
He is. That's awesome. That's really relatable. I feel like for a lot of people, I feel like that's very relatable. I think the thing that I think about when I think about abiding is the fact that, like Bernard said, with connection, once you're connected, there's no struggle in obtaining what you need. And I think a lot of times we kind of are like, I have to abide. Like it's this effort thing. Like I have to do this so I can get something. But the thing that strikes me about abiding is the simplicity of the connection. Once a branch is connected to the vine, it doesn't wake up in the morning and say, oh, I hope I get what I need, or please give me. The connection is what makes the flow possible. So when I think about abiding, I just think, okay, I just have to stay, like Bernard said, I just have to stay connected. And aside from staying connected, like I don't need to worry about anything else. So I think it's really, like we've said, it's finding those ways that you stay connected. How do you stay connected to God? And how are you intentionally doing that?
So
each
a
and every
verse that
day?
came to mind was, be still and know. Okay. And being still, if anybody knows me, that's one of the hard, being still. Yeah. So I find that in our ability to be able to quiet everything around us and just be conscious that, God is here. Be conscious of the word. So where the word comes in, like he said, he'll never leave me nor forsake me. And in this moment right now, that word is still true. And being still enough to connect to that truth and hold on to it. I feel like that's the key. That's one of the keys. Yeah.
Very, very true. Very, very true.
There's a verse that goes, if you abide in me and I abide in you.
John 50.
I can't remember the whole thing.
Yeah.
What does it say after that?
Abide in me and I in you. Okay, so I'm probably misquoting some other part of the chapter because it has a lot of abide.
AJV.
But I think he goes, abide in me and I in you. You are
I'm the vine.
I'm the vine, you are the branches.
Okay, so
abide in me and I'm you. He's like,
again.
apart from me,
You can do nothing.
come on. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Yeah, so Did I quote it
If
well?
you abide in me and I in you, then you will also bear much fruit.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yes.
thank God for the body. You filled in
Yes. Yeah, very, very true. It's so good. These are some really, really good thoughts. And I think the last thing that's just coming to my mind is, we want to bear much fruit, but you've got to stay connected.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
You can't, I always tell people, the higher you want to grow, the deeper you've got to go. Like the more you want to produce fruit, the more you have to stay connected. And especially in this day and age, we're so used to uprooting ourselves at any given moment. Like, I don't like this church, so let me move. This relationship isn't working for me. Let me go out of it. I don't like how this is turning out in my life. Let me just run away. And we've brought that into our spirituality and our walk with God, where this season with God is not sweet, so let me just disconnect. And then we wonder 10 years, 15 years down the road, why am I not a mature Christian? But it's because we have to stop uprooting ourselves if we want to bear the fruit, because the fruit takes time and you've got to remain connected. So you get all the nutrients and you go through all the seasons and you get pruned, because pruning is a part of fruit growth and fruit bearing. So we have to just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just survive.
Nike. Don't come for us in this video.
I know, right?
Yeah. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
I learned a lot. I mean, just
Me
listening
too.
to both of you. The biggest part for me was the fruit bearing part. We want a lot of things in life, and a lot of people are trying to get them done by disconnecting.
Yeah.
And so,
So true.
if you're not connected, from what I just got, if you're not connected, you'll bear fruit, but it'll probably be very minimal because you're planted in horrible soil. But if you're connected to the vine, you will bear a lot of fruit with probably little effort.
No effort.
Because
the beautiful thing, the beautiful thing about fruit is that it's the gardener that bears that weight. First of all, the seed's not yours anyway; it's from him, and the seed is what has the potential, and then he's the gardener. So what's your responsibility? It's very, very little. You don't have the potential in and of yourself. God gives it to you, and then he tends it and grows it and multiplies it and makes it what it's supposed to be. So you have to just submit to that and be okay with the fruit that he's called you to bear, because we're not all gonna grow into a big fat watermelon tree. Some of us are gonna be these little cranberries that we put in our tea. This is the fruit. But it's sweet, it's a beautiful fruit.
I know it's supposed to be final thoughts, but your song, No Striving, is coming to mind.
From last month.
And there's something this woman of God said that I resonated with so much. She said, you'd never see a tree going, I'm going to bear fruit today.
No.
Let the mangoes appear. No, the tree just makes sure it's grounded where it needs to be, or whatever. The gardener is the one who has put the tree where it's supposed to be, and then the tree just makes sure it's absorbing nutrients and staying in the sun.
Yeah.
And then the fruit happens because the fruit is naturally in its DNA to bear, right? So when we abide God, when we connect ourselves, like you said, I'm just saying this in summary.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
It's like stop focusing on the fruit of the tree and start focusing on where are the roots.
Yes, the nutrients.
And what are they doing?
Yes, exactly.
So like in the song, we sing, and my roots sink deeper in your soil. It's not about the outward things.
No.
It's like, no, let my roots go deep.
Yeah, my roots
Once
is
they
go
go deep and your soil is rich, then it's gonna produce what it needs to produce.
Yeah.
And that's powerful.
Yeah.
And it comes back to the verse, seek ye first the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
And all other
Exactly.
things. So as we're connected and we're just seeking him in season, everything you need will be given to you.
Yes.
The tree does not decide on bearing fruit
Yes.
today. It's God is a God of season. So if it's time for this, he'll give that to you in abundance.
Yeah.
If it's time for this,
Exactly.
so you just seek him and let him give you what you need. Just
Exactly.
your request.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
So good. Thank you for these wonderful thoughts.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you for
beautiful.
giving us.
We hope that you guys enjoy the at-home session this month. You can check it out on YouTube. And this is Adzo and Bernard, and they're awesome. You should check them out as well. We'll see you next month.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.
My tea is not cold.
I drink a lot of tea during that.
That was great.
You started me on the tea thing. So I went to find